Hello everybody, it's Diecast, and we're going to try and do a quick video. I've got a bag of cars here that not really sure where these came from, and they're not in great shape, so I'm going to try and tell you what I know about each car. This car we're starting off with is actually a wheel swap. I think the story was on this one, I just didn't like the wheels that were on it. And I took the wheels off a while back, and then I recently just put some wheels on it, and I like these wheels a lot better. So I don't remember what wheels were on it. This is an Easter edition Hot Wheels truck, and anyways, I like those wheels a lot better. We get a lot of wheel swaps because I take the wheels off of cars, and all the wheels I take off of cars, well, we keep. Those tend to go on Andrew's cars that he gets that are beat up and need fixing. But also all the castings we've taken the rubber tires off of, we just put wheels on them, and then those are the ones we race with, so we beat those cars up pretty good. Anyways, thought I'd share that. So, this car threw me. I thought this was some sort of like custom thing somebody had come up with. This is called the Prince Kabbalah. And this is from the Speed Racer movie series. It used to have the chainsaw on the sides. It's broken off on this one. You can see the tires are all rusted out. It's the only time they ever made this one. Go figure. I don't think it's going to sell too well with that look on it. But it's from the Speed Racer movie. I've never seen the Speed Racer movie. This was the remake. Well, I guess it wasn't a remake. It's the movie. But anyways. That you either really love that car or you hate that one. Next up, we've got this. I think that's a stake bed truck. It's from about '99. They made a couple colors of this. I know there was a purple one. I want to say there was a black one. They all came out about the same time. It does have a little lift up back. This one's in pretty good shape, so this one will end up in my collection. I guess we should start a keep and a junk box. This one will go in the keep box. Here's a Camaro. Boy, we've seen a lot of these. This one is pretty wobbly. Yeah, wheels still work. How about we do a keep in the collection? It goes in the junk box, and this guy will go into the racing box. Turbulence. I messed that name up. Turbulence. This one, really one of my favorite fantasy cars because it usually has some pretty cool graphics. It's got a great big footprint on it. This one, boy, I don't think he's going to make the final for a keep, but he'll be in a racing one. He's a pretty good little racer car. They've made a lot of these. This is from the Fireball 5-pack, and I think that was from about 2000 or so. He will go, we'll put him in the keep for racing pile. Next up, we've got a Nissan Silva. This one was from 2006. This was the first edition. This one came with a gold spoke version that's harder to find. This is the easier to find one. He'll go into my keep pile. Here we got a delivery truck. We would know this guy is the combat medic today. He's gone under a couple names. This one was it's also the letter getter. I forgot that one. Anyways, this one from '89. It's pretty old. What was I going to say about the '89? Oh, the '89 series was the only one that was facing left in the cards. It's a trivia question. You know, Hot Wheels usually face right, Matchbox face left. The '89 series was the only one that faced left. So, in case you ever get on Jeopardy, and that's one of the questions. This one does have the opening doors, though, and although this one's pretty beat up, this is going to go in the beat up pile. Oh, I can't get in there. Anyways, there's a little box in there, and I can't get in there with my one hand. So he's going in the beat up box. Here we got a circuit racer. He is in blue. This one is not a McDonald's car. I don't think. I think this one was from General Mills from 2011. No, it's not. I got that wrong. I thought this was a General Mills car. This one is, I don't know what this one is. This one's not the pullback car. No, it's a McDonald's car. I thought that was a General Mills car. Anyways, my very limited notes here are from a long time ago, and I don't remember what's going on. Anyways, it says for McD Corp. Those are usually McDonald's cars, so. Anyways, he's a cool one. He'll go in the McDonald's car keeper bin. We've got a whole lot of McDonald's cars, as you would expect. Jaguar X9 220. This is from 2001. This car showed up a lot for a long time. It's a really cool car, and it's got more area for graphics on it than you would expect. This one's not in great shape. I think he'll go into the racing bin. Here is the Dune It Up. I recognize those green wheels. That was from the 2012-ish, which stayed on the shelves all the way until about 2014. Jungle Rally 5-pack. I forgot what other cars were in it, but this was the one that had those tiger stripes on everything. I've seen a lot of these come through. It was a popular 5-pack, but boy, they think they made too many of them because it seemed to hang around a while. This guy, yeah, well, I guess he'll go in the keeper bin. He's about as beat up as I can get with the keeper bin and give him a home, but we'll keep him. Here's an interesting one. This one is from the Highway 35 McDonald's series. Now, if you've watched our show a couple times, the Highway 35 cars have come through. I've got a whole bunch of them sitting right over here to the right of me that we're going to do a video in the future. It has some pretty cool wheels. We don't see those wheels a whole lot. This is the McDonald's cars have the stickers. So the stickers on this one are coming off, but not a bad little car. There's the bottom again with that McD Corp. I think we'll put him in the racing bin. School bus, as it says, school bus on it. This one's the first edition, I think. It was also released in a Workhorses 5-pack or 3-pack. I forgot which, but the Workhorses pack. And this one with, I believe it's the thinner black line is harder to find. The black line is what differentiates this one quite a bit. So we see this same school bus come through here quite a bit, but I think we always seem to get the same one with the cool tires. This one's in pretty good shape. It's got a scrape along the top, but that guy's pretty old. I think we're going to keep him in the collection pack. Here's Attitude. Not my favorite car. This guy's not really good for much of anything. Not good for downhill, good for the track. He doesn't really do a whole lot. Anyways, he's got a lot of attitude. This guy I think was from the 2009 collection. It's a nice color. It's got a whole lot of little details and stuff on it. Anyways, he'll go in the collection bin. VW Bug. This one's kind of a fun one because it's from about early 2000s, 2002, 2003. It's from the Robo Zoo 5-pack. And that was like the height of the crazy nutso Hot Wheel naming 5-packs. It was about 2003. Yeah, this one had a really cool 57 Chevy in that same 5-pack that I would like to get. But this is the Bug. He's kind of beat up. You can see there's your Robo Zoo. They all had these robots on them. They were, you know, you just gotta wonder who thought that stuff up back then. But I wish they did more of that today. The naming and the 5-packs are so dull today. I know they aim at the collectors for them, but the kids just don't really, the 5-packs don't do much for, at least for my kid. He would love stuff, crazy stuff like this. Anyways, that guy's going, I think, in the, I think he's going in the junk. in the junk bin. This is Ferrari, and what was the name of this one? This one has the weird name. Maranello 550. Maranello. And he is from about 2001, and he's first edition. The red is the first edition. They did not make a lot of these, if I remember right. A lot of different castings. Anyway, that's a cool one, and I'm keeping that one. Ford Fusion. We've seen a lot of these come through. This guy's from 2011, so he's not that old. He looks older than he is. This one was from the Stock Car Race 5-pack. So he's a 5-pack, and he's probably not in good enough shape to put in the collection. I think he's going to go on the racing ones. Those 5-pack cars I kind of get excited about when we see them, because some of them can be kind of hard to find. Here's a 4-wheeler. This guy's missing his top, though. I think this one had a green top, if I remember right. It's from early 2000. And there you go, La Paz Resort. But he's missing his top, so he's going to go in the... if he rolls well enough, he's going to go over here. He's going on Andrew's table, because Andrew loves those. Next up, Synchro. Nothing too special about him, except he's in real good shape. Synchro's a good track car. This one's in good enough shape, I think we'll just keep him. But he's from 2011. Lots of detail inside Synchro. This one's a see-through body. Pretty cool one. Little Miata. This guy's in pretty good shape, considering how old he is. I wish his wheels weren't rusted. The red one is the first edition. The yellow is the second edition. This guy was from the early 90s. I think they were on the shelves in about 92 for this guy. You can tell they always had these weird like 80s graphics. At the end of the 80s and the 90s, they really had some kind of dull graphics. Miata popular with the collectors. I don't think this guy's going to be sold anytime soon, but I think I'm going to keep him in my collection, because I don't know if we're going to see another one of those. Mercedes CLKLM. Man, we've seen a lot of these come through. There were a bunch of these that they made in the early 2000s. This is the 2002 Mainlines edition. Nothing special about him. He's kind of beat up. I think he's going to go in the racing bin. He's got a second chance to be a race champion, I think. Cadillac Sienne. This one, 2007. This was one of the code cars. The code was on the, it's not on the bottom of the car, but it was on the card. And this guy's in pretty good shape. I think we'll go ahead and keep him. I like the blue with the racing stripes. See you later. It is not spelled how you'd think it is, for if you haven't seen it. It's CU8-ter. 8-er. CU8-ter. CL8-ter. This guy he's the newest of these. He's from 2012. Great track car. Not the heaviest car. One of the lighter cars, but a real good track car. Sinstra. This is one that you can tell fairly easily. The black one was from the Mainlines. I think the blue one is from the Shark Bite Bay playset. And for whatever reason, we've seen a lot of this particular variation come from. So I'm sure that Shark Bite Bay playset, which was from like 2010 or so, was real popular, because a whole bunch of these have come through. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one myself. He's been played with, and Shark Bite Bay, that one had water in it. So his wheels... Speed Trap, that guy is from the 2011 Mainlines. They only made 4 castings of this guy. And, or not castings, but color variations of this guy. It's got a great big, like, badge on the front. It's a weird place to... These police really like showing off their badges here in the future, but good track car. I'm going to go ahead and keep him in my keeper pile. Prowler. This guy is old. I think I said one of them was the oldest, and he was 92. This guy goes back to 78. He's a super chrome, and this guy's a real find in this. He is in pretty good shape. And that's a pretty good find. We don't usually see these old ones in that good of shape. So that Prowler, I forgot he was in here. He's been buried in this bag for a couple months now. By the way, if it had any other decoration on it other than that one, it'd be worth a lot of money. This one, not so much, but old. A Golf. This one is not as old as you might think. He's from the early 90s. I'm going to guess 1992. And it was a blue carded car. This one in really pretty good shape considering what we usually see these guys with. Not a very heavy car. It's got a plastic base and metal body. So this one was a NASCAR Kellogg's in cereal. I think I was going to say mail away, but I think it came in the cereal box. It's actually a pullback car if it works. I haven't tried it. Oh, he still works. This one, not particularly rare, but it was recalled. When you get these cars that come in cereal boxes and all, they're very common. But this one was recalled for a choking hazard. People were, I guess they didn't know there was a car in their cereal, so they'd just eat the car. I think it was the wheels in the back. Something would fall off of these. And anyways, it's a danger to society car. I'm going to keep it. Here's that Sinstra Black that I was telling you. Oh, now I've lost it. Oh, now I don't know where it went. The blue one, that Sharkbite Bay casting. This is the opposite one. I forgot it was in here. Anyways, this is the black one. Here's a Saturn Ion. This one was some pretty crazy graphic. This was from the Robo Revenge 5-pack. This one had a Nova in it that was really cool that I've not been able to find. But yeah, you don't see too many Saturn Ions with that kind of... You got to have some real balls to drive around in a Saturn Ion like that. Here is a turbo heater. This guy is in not the best shape. Yeah, I've seen worse, but his hood opens there. And I don't remember what year this is from, but it's an older one. And this one's not in great shape, but I think we'll keep him. He's the best example of that one that I've got. He's got this cool old style Hot Wheels graphics on it. Another Miata. This is the red Miata. Here's your yellow one. I forgot I had both these. That's the first edition. That's the second edition. So they're very similar, different graphics, but from the same era, clearly. The Tire Fryer. This guy disappeared for a long time. He just came back. It's got this funny opening back here, so you can see in it. But the Tire Fryer came back, was it last year? I think 2012. It was one of the scavenger hunt cars. It was black and had flames on it. That was the first time we'd seen this one in a little bit. I'm going to keep this one. This one is from 2010. This was a Racing Rigs car. It came with one of the big trucks. So this guy's one of the harder to find of the Tire Fryers, but they're not really worth anything. So that's going to do it for this episode. I'll zoom out. You can see my little piles that I made back here. Here's all the ones I'm keeping. This is usually how it works. There's my racing cars. And we only got a few of these that are going in the junk bin. I think we're going to throw that guy in the junk bin too. But we only got a few of them over here that are going in the junk bin. I know some of you would really... You think that Combat Medic and that Bug is probably heresy throwing in the junk bin, but you know, we got to make room for stuff around here. We don't have enough room to keep all of it. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.